Hello viewers, my name is Chigozie. In this very video demo, we are going to configure course default setting before we start adding our courses. And to do that, you need to log in as an admin. I have done that. You can see site administration, click on it, click on courses. Under the courses section, you can see default settings. Click on course default settings. This is the setting environment, okay, and this is a global setting. The setting you added here can be changed during the course creation, but this one applies to all the courses you create in Moodle. But during the course creation, you can decide to alter any of these changes which is specific to that particular course, okay? So we are going to configure the general setting here. By default, our course is going to show, but if you want to hide it, you can select hide. It simply means that a user cannot be able to see the course if you select hide, except the administrator and the teachers. They are the only one that can access the course if you select hide, okay? By default, we are going to show our courses. Here you can see enable download course content. If you want the course content to be downloaded, you can select it here. By default is no, and I'm leaving the default. Number of participants per page. How many number of participants do you want to show per page? They say the number of users shown per page on the participant page in each course, okay? So the default is 20. If you want to increase the number, you can also increase the number. Under course format group here, you can see the format of the course. You can select different format. The default format is custom section, but when you click here, you can select different format, okay? Custom section enables you to organize your course content in sessions, okay? If you want it to be a weekly session, you can also select it. If you want it to be single activity, you can also select it here, and you also have option to select social activity, okay? The default course session where I'm going to allow it, okay? Okay, here you can see maximum number of sections. So how the maximum number of sections you want your course to have, by default is 52. You can decrease or increase it, okay? The session is just like a module. Let's say if you're organizing your course in a module, you can say module 1, module 2, so you can add up to 52 modules, okay? So something of that nature, okay? So that is section, different sections. If you want to increase it to more than 52, which is the default, you can increase it or you decrease it. We also have a number of sections here. Now, number of sections by default, out of 52, the first section is going to show by default. That means as you add your content, you'll be adding more sessions. Here you can see hidden sessions. How do you want a hidden session to be displayed to the students? That is hidden sessions. By default, it's selected hidden sessions are completely invisible. That means when you hide a section, the student cannot be able to view that session you have hidden. You can also select hidden sessions are shown as not available. It simply means that when you hide a section, it is going to be visible to the student, but it is going to be grayed out. That means the student cannot be able to access it. You can choose the default one here. We also have a course layout. How do you want your course to be laid on pages? By default is show all sessions on one page. That means if you have up to 20 sessions, all of them is going to be shown on one page. That is the default. You also have show one session per page. Okay, so let's say I want to change this one to show one section per page. You just select it here, okay? But you can override any of this setting during the course creation. The next one here is course end date enabled by default. You can say the default is yes, if you want the end date. But if you uncheck this, it is going to be disabled. That is the course end date, but you can override this thing during the course creation as I told you. We also have course duration. By default is 365, that is 1 year, but you can limit it to any date of your choice, any time frame of your choice during the course creation. And see next section here under appearance, you can see first language. The default is do not force language, but you can also select the language you want to enforce. The next one is number of announcement. You can select the number of announcement you want to show for the particular course. Let's say select 3 for example. Then show gradebook to student. That is the next one. Yes, you can show gradebook to the student, but if you don't want to show the grade to the student, you can select no. Then show activity report. Okay, if you want to show the activity report, you can select yes. If you don't want to show it, you can select no. Show activity date. You can also select yes or no, depending on your preferences. Then files and upload. Under files and upload, you can see by default is saying 2 MB. That means, for example, let's say you give an assignment that need to be uploaded. The maximum upload size is 2 MB. Okay, but if you want it to be less, you can also set it here for that particular for the courses. Okay, the next one we have here is completion tracking. Under completion tracking, you can see completion tracking. Yes, means as the user complete the course, he or she should be able to view the completion status. Show activity completion condition. You can also show it, okay, or hide it. The condition in which to be met before the activity is considered as completed. Then groups. You can also group mode. Under group mode, by default is no. That means the course you are creating is a general course, is not grouped. Okay, but if you want to select separate group, you can select separate group or visible group. You can also select. So by default is no group. Okay, we will start with no groups. Okay, then force. So if you want to force the group, then you can force it. But since we are not working with the group for the meantime, when you are satisfied with your general course setting, all you need to do is to click Save Changes, and changes save. That is how to configure course default setting. In the next video, we are going to start adding courses. Thank you.